Hey everybody, it is Carrie, Katerina, Lucas, Dana, and Philip, and we're out here in Utah in the San Rafael Swell. This is our first time out here. We have so many trails planned. Couldn't tell you how long this video is going to be, but if need be, we'll break it up into parts because we have a ton of stuff to do over the next 9 days. That is a long time to be out here. We have tons of water, food, drinks, you name it. We should be well provisioned for a trip of this magnitude out here. We're looking forward to it. Of course, we're in Bagheera. Our JL is in, it's down right now. It's got a front axle leak, so we got Bagheera. Our tribe trailer, Overland Base Camp. Phil and Dana in their 392 with their Air Opus trailer. We're gonna base camp at 3 different locations and go trail riding from those spots. Should be a lot of fun. Look forward to a ton of stuff to show you over this video, maybe more videos. We'll see how it goes, but stick with us. We're gonna get started and we're heading into the San Rafael Swell. Spot's pretty cool here. The definition in these sediment layers is quite remarkable. So much detail.
Lakewood here a couple weeks ago to go to the dentist, get our annual teeth cleaning. And I'm pretty sure the roads in Lakewood are this bad.
Yeah, I bet they are. We made it to our first campsite right here on the side of Little Grand Canyon. What a beautiful, beautiful place to set up our base camp for the next few days. So let me show you around. Well, good morning from the San Rafael Swell. We're getting geared up to go do some exploring today. We're going to hit Jurassic National Monument, possibly see some dinosaur footprints, do Jurassic Flats, and then come back on Hamburg Mountain, I believe. And should be a fun day exploring the San Rafael Swell. We've never been here before. We've got our tribe trailer base camp that we're sleeping in, leaving here for, as a base camp, right? So we don't have to have so much stuff in the Gladiator. Now, normally on a trip like this, we would bring the tribe trailer and our JL Optimus, but it's got a front axle leak, so it was down. So we had to bring Bagheera, the JT, and we just want it to be as light as possible for some wheeling today. And we're going to go have some fun. So let's get started and let's head up to Jurassic Flats. We're now working our way through Hamburg Mountain towards the Jurassic National Monument. There's supposed to be some dinosaur quarries there, as well as some dinosaur footprints and things. So could be a fun little adventure to go check that out. And then we'll head back, some of this on the way back, but we're going to take Jurassic Flats, which is supposed to be a little more difficult of a trail. But I think even this gets harder.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, this gets harder the farther in you go. So, should be a lot of fun. Right now, it's just kind of nice and scenic with quite a few different types of terrain changes. Pretty smooth road, but very, very dusty. So glad I have a brand new cabin air filter sitting at home to put into this as soon as this trip is over. Katarina was hoping they had some dinosaurs corralled up over here.
Yeah, it's for baby daddies.
This is the baby dinosaur. Now, this trail was created as a scout route in Trails Off-Road a little over a year ago, and it said that the further you get, the harder it gets. Well, that hasn't been the case at this point. It actually seems like it's been graded. It is so far anyway, a pretty easy trail that I would bring my Subaru up here. It's really just not difficult by any stretch, but the views definitely make it worth coming up here. Well, we've reached the end of Humbug Hill, and what a spot, man. Look at this. This view goes on for hundreds and hundreds of miles. I mean, you just can't even see the end. It's so far away. We got this beautiful Red Rock Canyon here. Just a ton of fun. Now, in terms of this trail, it was rated difficult as a Trails Off-Road scout route. And I gotta say, it's not hard. This is like a 3 rated trail max. Any vehicle can pretty much make it up here. There's no ledges, there's no obstacles. Don't even really need a high clearance vehicle for the most part. Any stock Jeep, truck, is gonna make it up here without any problems. But you are gonna be feasted, treated, blessed, rewarded with this. And this is hard to beat. So now we're gonna stop, we're gonna have a break, have some lunch, head back, and instead of continuing all the way back, we're gonna go back using Jurassic Flats. It's supposed to be harder still, but again, we'll find out as we explore the San Rafael Swell. Man, what an epic view. God, I hate using that word over and over again, but what an amazing view from Humbug Mountain. And we worked our way down, and now we are starting on Jurassic Flat. And it doesn't look like this gets much traffic at all. I mean, there are some tracks in front of us, but a lot of this trail is kind of overgrown already. So it doesn't look like this gets used much, which either is a good thing or a bad thing. But I guess one way or another, we'll figure it out. But it's a little tight, but I think we're gonna have some fun.
quite moderate compared to the previous one. And this is already much more farther. You're gonna take super when you literally go over those rocks in it.
Imagine walking over there.
Uh-huh. Looks like a sculpture that somebody put together.
Now, this is by far the most difficult part of the trail. And it's not that it's a difficult obstacle, it's very narrow. And with our long wheelbase, it's making this turn a little tricky. There's only a few inches on either side. And of course, we don't want to damage our brand new Gladiator. So we're taking it nice and slow as we work our way through this little S-turn here. After you get through those rocks, it's relatively smooth sailing from here, it seems. There's some washes that you have to go through that are a little rocky, but overall, it should be pretty much an easy drive for the rest of the trail. If you're looking for something else to do in the area, there is the Jurassic National Monument. This is one of the largest or most dense area of dinosaur fossils around. And there's a mile-long hike that you can take to learn about some of the things that have been found there. However, if you're looking to hike around and see dinosaur bones and things like that, you're probably going to be a little disappointed in this. There's things going on, but nothing that you're really going to see. But if you want to take some time and take a hike, then it may be worth it for you. Inside, in the visitor center, there are some displays, and if you have kids that are really into dinosaurs, it might be worth taking a stop and looking inside at some of the displays. But the hike itself, I think most people would find it a little on the disappointing side. So for now, it's time to end the day. It's been a long, dusty day with some amazing views, some technical stuff, and some dinosaur bones. So we're gonna head back to camp, have some dinner, and we're gonna get started again in the morning. So stay tuned for the next video as we do some definitely harder stuff than we did today. So be sure and subscribe so you don't miss the next video.